Hello guys and welcome to my little guide for multimeters. So if you got a multimeter like this, they should probably look like this. Most of them have the similar design. If you have a different one, I won't help you. So, and it should also come with cables like this. Mine actually has these little caps, so I have to uncap the cables like this. It is not a default thing. I know a lot of multimeters that don't have caps like this, but mine has. So if yours has too, don't be scared, your cables are just hiding under the caps. Then I take the black and put it in the black slot. I put the red one and put in the red slot. Now we can turn it on. So as you can see, there's a little arrow here pointing to off. So the first thing right here is voltage. So here you can actually measure voltage of something. So for example, take a battery like this. I hope it's actually not dead. And of course we put the red cable to plus. Okay, this is a very old battery, but as you can see, it is detecting some voltage. It's just, oh look, yeah, now it kind of spiked. Also here it's a nice example how the batteries actually lose so much voltage when they die, because this is supposed to be 1.5 volts. Now it's 0.3 volts, which is pretty bad. Then the next category is resistance. So that's if you want to measure resistance of a resistor. Just to explain, the different numbers are there, so that's the expected voltage, because let's say if we select 20 volts, it is if you want to measure something below 20 volts, it is more accurate than to select 600 or 200 volts. Same as with 2000 millivolts or 200 millivolts, which need a lot of accuracy. So it's same with the resistance. So we just turn on like here. Then we take any resistor we want to test. And again, we connect the plus and minus. Here it doesn't matter because the resistor doesn't have any sides. It counts as a 5 ohm resistor. Actually, it's a bit spiking, but okay, let's say like, oh, it's probably 5. That's where it's most stable at. So that's how you measure the resistors, so you can categorize them or just know how powerful they are. And again, it's just the expected number of ohms you want to measure. Then the next little thing here, this one, is actually to measure if your wires are connected. So if you think your wires might be disconnected or broken, it works like this. So if you connect it to a wire, be aware it can't go through components because many components aren't so conductive. For an easy example, I can just connect the two little thingies together and it's going to squeak, which shows that it is connected. As you can see, if I disconnect it, it's not. If I connect it, it is. Which is very useful for, let's say, testing something after a short circuit to know where it's broken and where it has to be repaired. So next, there's this little thing, which I won't tell you much about. I know it's supposed to measure temperature, but I never got it to work. So yeah, we'll skip that. Then there's the HFE. For that, you will need a special module. So we'll unplug this and we take this, which is called a multifunction socket. And you plug it right here. You just check the back, so the input is red and the COM is black. I know sometimes it comes with this and sometimes it doesn't, so if you don't have it, just skip it or buy it if you want to test this and if your multimeter has this feature. Then we take a transistor like this, which if you actually saw my video about transistors, you know is a gate. And here we can actually test the transistors to again categorize them. So we stick the emitter, base and drain into the right pins, and if I push it down a bit, we can see that this is marked as 36. And to say it easily, this just measures the transistor's ability to amplify current. So this is 35. So that's again how you can categorize your transistors. Then again, if we unplug this and we plug back in the red and the black wire, we can move on to amps. So again, we can select how much we think we're going to be measuring. I'm going to select 20. For this, I will use my solderless board with a charger, so I can power it on. So now I can make a closed circuit for us to measure. I take 2 wires. I put 1 to minus and 1 to plus. Then I connect them like this, and to not short circuit it, I add, let's say, an LED. So now we take our black and red wire and we have to connect it in series with the LED, which means, let's say I will put one right here and then the second one on the LED's leg. We are measuring some current. It's pretty low because it can't even pop the LED, and also because my measuring is unstable because my hands are shaking. But as you can see, it is measuring. So that's how you would measure amps using the multimeter. So maybe you notice that there are actually 2 voltage measuring categories. This one is for DC, so just single direction current, and this one is for AC, which means the shifting current like you find in power outlets. That's also why here is only 200 volts and 600 volts, because there isn't really changing current in any lower volts that would be practical. So that's why here you can see like 20 volts, while here is the lowest is 200 for measuring. Yeah, so that's probably all that I want to show you. Again, turn it off. Oh, damn it. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you learned something new, and goodbye.